Hello, welcome at Hunter. Here live from Bielefeld, from Germany. The International Hunter team, we are very pleased that you join the first live stream here from Bielefeld. Now it's 3 o'clock German time, European time. So warm welcome to all our European partners and African partners. Good morning, America. So good morning, our Heart and Soul partners in Washington, Kevin, in Fort Lauderdale, Nina, in Peru, Jose, and Ahmed in Toronto. Good evening or even good night to the Asia Pacific region, which is also joining today. We welcome Scott and Nicole, in all of you during the Interzoo exhibition in Nuremberg. This year, a very special year for Hunter. But as you know, times are changing, and altogether we are facing the biggest challenge and crisis ever seen in the world. But with your passion, with our heart blood for the brand, we will overcome this. And Jonas will explain you our products, and it will be in an interactive way. That means you can comment your questions, your comments in general, greetings from your country, whatever. Please give us your request in writing on the right-hand side. So I have already written a good afternoon to you, and that you can give your comments and even your questions. Maxi and Jan, they will take your questions and pass it in that live stream to Jonas. And of course, he will help you and answer your questions. Yeah, now I think it's time to look to all our products.
Yes, hello and welcome everybody also from me. As Jörg told you in the beginning, I am here to introduce all the new items we have for you this year. And yes, I'm very excited about it. So let's go. I'm starting here. You can see in the back, I'm starting here with all the leather goods we have prepared. So all that you can see on this wall has been made in our own production from the highest quality leather, as you all know. So let's go product by product and start here on the left. What we can see here on the left is an addition to our Cannes range. As you can see, it's a typical Cannes leather in all typical Cannes colors we have. And what we did here is that we have made a new collar shape, the training collar shape, you know, also from other ranges, with our nice and very popular Alu-Strong buckle. So a very nice new addition to the Cannes range. Right next to it, another addition, but this is an addition to the Canadian elk range called Canadian Petite. You can see the typical elk leather colors we have. And the collar here, Canadian Petite, is especially suitable for smaller dogs. Right next to it, we have, of course, the suitable leashes in 8mm width for the smaller dogs. We also have a nice new addition to our hunting range, which is this one, the Collar Hunting Special. You can see the typical hunting nubuck leather here. And what we can see is that we are using a new shape of this leather caps, which is just a very nice new detail. And this color, by the way, of the cap is now from now on used for all hunting items. So also, as you can see here, right next to it, we have the hunting round and soft leash. and the same cap collar as well. Right underneath, I have a very new special item also for you. Well, this one is not so new actually. It is a revival of the well-known El Paso range. Some of you might know it already. It's actually, let me say, one of the most requested items in the past. So, which is why we have decided to give this item a chance of a revival. What you can see here is that we have contrasting colors in the braiding part here, which is, by the way, hand braided in our own production. Yes, as I mentioned, most of you might know this color already. Then we have some nice new additions to our Aalborg and Solid Education range. As you know, made by the soft genuine cow leather, which is very popular at the moment. For example, we have here the Aalborg Rustica collar, which is a very, very nice, unique design. The special thing about it is that it is kind of welded like this. You can see the shape coming out. You know this maybe from belts. They use the same method of producing. So giving this Aalborg Rustica a very unique and very nice look. We have 6 colors in total, as you can see here. Yes. On the right hand, we have another new addition to the Aalborg range, which is the harness Aalborg mixed. Mixed because we have mixed materials. Sorry, let me just put that down. We have mixed materials. On the one hand, we have the cowhide leather we use in all Aalborg items, in combination with a very sturdy gray nylon, as you can see here, which makes this harness especially suitable for outdoors. It's a very sturdy and strong harness due to the material combination. As you can see here, we have a very nice noble looking logo engraving here on the chest part and several options of adjustment, in total 5 adjustment options. Of course, this harness comes in all known Aalborg colors. Talking about Aalborg colors, I also would like to introduce some new colors. You can see here on the right side. These are all items we have in the Aalborg and Solid Education range. And for all these items, we have introduced 2 new colors, which is the dark blue you can see and the red. Yes, here is another very special new item, namely the Hilo leather harness. You can see the typical Hilo harness shape. We used in before only in polyester or nylon fabrics. Now we have made the same shape out of the can fabric, which is really nice and very soft and gives it just a really, really nice look. Inside, we use a polyester mesh material, which is very strong to make this harness not only nice looking, but also very sturdy and strong. Besides that, you can see the different features you know already from the other Hilo harnesses. We have this movable part here, and also the nylon buckles, the 2 D-rings. Yes. And also here at the chest part, to also see the difference, which is the chest and which is the neck part, we have here the typical hunter dog engraved. Okay, that's it for the moment for the leather items. But of course, we will not only introduce some new leather items, but also some other materials like nylon, polyester, or neoprene, which I'm going to show you here on this wall. Let's start here in the corner with a new Americium design. On the first glance, it looks very similar to the ranges List and Oz, which is just because they have also this Americium look. This is a range called Tinum. Tinum is completely hand braided, so all the items you can see here are hand braided. We have in total 3 different colors, which is this blue, this green, and the red. And we have 2 different shapes of collar. One is this new shape with a pull stop, you can see here. And for the smaller dogs, for example, this shape you know already from the List and the Oz collars. This one. In all items, we use pure brass metal parts, as you also know from List and Oz already. One more tiny feature is the engraved leather parts here. You can see the engraved Hunter logo. Okay, here on the left side, we can see a highly requested new item on the camera. It looks maybe just like the normal 2-meter neoprene leashes, but it's not. Actually, it's a 3-meter leash, which was highly requested in the past. So you can see we have the 3 different widths, 15 mm, 20 mm, and 25 mm, in the 3 different colors, brown, red, and black. Oh, I see. We have a question from the USA here. Someone is asking, is the leash a bit stretchy as List? I assume he's talking about the Tinum range. And yes, due to the fact that it's braided and even hand braided, we cannot get the material as stiff as something which is just from one piece. You know what I mean? So of course, the leash is always a little bit stretchy. We cannot avoid it in hand braided materials. Thank you. Okay, yeah, as Jörg said in the beginning, if you have any questions, just feel free to throw them in, and I will do my very best to answer them. Okay, let's move on with the Maldon harness. We can see here, I think you might know them already, because we launched them earlier already, but they're hanging here because I want to show you some other things later. Yeah, I don't have to say much about it. I think it's a very nice new harness in several different colors, 5 colors in total. We have all plastic parts covered underneath to give the most comfortable fit for your dog. And the special thing about this harness is the very long belly part here, which makes it perfectly suitable for many different dog breeds. Okay, but why is this harness hanging here today, as it's no new item in particular? It's because we have now decided to launch also a new leash, which is just suitable for this harness. You can see we have the same nylon material here on top. And to avoid launching 5 different colors in this leash as well, we have always a gray mesh underneath. As you can see here, several different options of leashes. We have 2-meter leashes, we have 3-meter leashes, and we have also a non-adjustable version with a hand loop. Now comes the clue. This leash is not only suitable for the Maldon harness, but also suitable for our nice new Devo harness. Let me just drop this again. The Devo harness is one of my favorite harnesses, to be honest, because it has some very nice and unique features. First of all, you can see that also here, the plastic parts are all covered. Then we have the 3M reflective function all around it. And also in this print here, it's actually a 3M reflective printing, which is very nice. The buckles you can see are very high quality nylon buckles. You can hear the quality from the sound, I don't know. It's very loud, which stays for a very, very strong buckle. But in the same time, the buckle is very light as well. Then we have 5 adjustment options. Also, this part is adjustable. We have a mesh piping here. And now comes a very special clue here in the chest part. You can see the 3M printed Hunter logo again. And a D-ring here that is hideable. That is very special. So in case this one is not needed, you can just hide it underneath here. So it will not get stick to anything when the dog runs, for example, through the bush. Okay, we have another question. Does the red leather Aalborg harness give stains to the dog coat? The question is from Netherlands. Thank you very much for the question. As we are talking about very ecological stained leather, yes, it can happen sometimes that the leather stains to the coat of the dog. We cannot avoid it because, you know, our aim is to use as less chemical parts inside the staining process. So, yeah. I hope this answers your question. Sorry, but your contact partner can check this in detail with you later if you have any more questions about it. Thank you very much. Okay, that's it for the Devo harness. Let's move on to a very nice new special range we have here for you. This is the London range, and you might notice that it looks quite similar on the first glance to the Eco Sport range we have already for many years in our range. Yes, it does look similar, but it is definitely not the same because this one is even cheaper than Eco Sport. And why can we do it even cheaper? It's because we use a polyester material instead of a nylon. And if you are familiar with the different fabrics, polyester and nylon, you might notice that in the past, polyester was very, very stiff and not so comfortable as nylon, which is why in the past, for this kind of colors, most people would prefer nylon over polyester. But what we have here is a polyester that is actually imitating the haptics of the nylon. So by this, we have the special advantage to combine all advantages of polyester, which is a higher stain relief, more true colors, and so on and on. You can Google it. There are many, many nice new nice features. We can combine these with a nice haptics of the nylon to create a cheap but also very nice range here. In total, we have 9 colors in this range. You can see 7 of them here, and some others I will show you in our brochure in a few seconds. One other special feature I haven't mentioned yet is the buckle part. You might have noticed this strange looking button here. It is to lock the buckle. So if it's not locked, you can open the buckle. If it's locked, no chance. The dog is safe and the buckle can definitely not open. Okay, we have another harness shape in this range here, the London Comfort harness shape, as you can see here. You will notice it is a completely new shape we did not have in our range before, with a fixed neck part here and a quite long belly part. And everything is covered with a nice soft fleece material. You might have noticed these harnesses are placed on a display. This is actually a brand new display I would also like to introduce to you. We call it H display because we have these bars in the middle. Actually, we have 2 bars. Both bars are adjustable in their heat, so you can make it fit for any other assembling, for example. One nice feature is, as you can see here, we have 4 sides, the front, the 2 sides, and the back side. And you have the option to put hooks into all of these 4 sides. Underneath the display, you cannot see it right now, but just believe me, underneath the display, there are 4 screws, as you might know, for example, from a washing machine or something like this. And you can adjust each screw in their height. So even if the floor is not 100% flat, you can adjust the screws to make the display stand very stable and very good. Okay, as I said, oh, I think we have a question, just waiting for Maximilian. Oh, I think there are 2 questions. Take some time, but no pressure. I think we have enough time. Yes, while Lucas is filming the nice London range, you can see the different colors. We can maybe use a small break to have a look into our brochure. Most of you should have this brochure in his hands already. As I've mentioned before, you can see all different London colors here again on page 50 or 51. And here in the right corner, you can also see the new display with a London assembling, just to give you an impression of a different assembling option. If you flip one page, you can see the display from a different angle. Okay, I just have the question here. Thank you. It's a question from Italy. How is the resistance of polyester comparing to nylon? Yes, it's a very good question. Actually, polyester is a little bit stronger than nylon. So this is also a nice advantage from polyester over nylon. As I've mentioned, if you imagine the 2 fabrics, polyester and nylon, we have just picked the best advantages of both of them and combined them into these nice new items. Thank you for the question. Yes, this is also a very good question. London range, a question from Belgium about the London range again, asking where is the Hunter logo? Actually, that was a strategic decision we have made because we are really talking about really price entry items. Those are really cheap. Yeah, I don't want to call any prices, but actually there are no colors in the market for lower prices than this. So we have decided not to give any hint on the Hunter brand on it. But as you see, we have the small Hunter logo here on the hang tags, which is the only hint for the Hunter logo. Yeah, also very good question. Thank you very much. Okay, that's it for the questions for the moment, I think. So let's move on with some nice new training items we have here. This, by the way, is bison leather here on the tree, on the table, sorry. Okay, first of all, I would like to show you the double tone whistle we have. As you can see, double tone. Yes, of course, we have 2 different pipes here, 2 different whistles. We have a belt clip to fix the whistle on the belt or in the pocket or something else. And we have this cord to attach it to your neck or to your wrist or wherever you want to attach it. Just a nice new training gimmick we have. On the other hand, in the same colorway, we have a whistle combined with a clicker. So with a whistle, for example, you can call your dog, and the clicker, you can give him a treat or something like this, and just a nice new combination. You can see the belt clip here as well. and the cord. Here we have a nice new dummy for you. You can see the new material here. The material is called textilane, and it's a very strong one. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but if you have it in hand, you will notice immediately. The material textilane is, for example, also used in outdoor furniture. So you can imagine how strong and how sturdy it actually is. I personally cannot imagine any dog biting through it, but 6 years in Hunter showed me anything is possible. So I'm excited for any returns. Of course, I hope there are none coming. So you can see here we have a zipper, and the size, if you're wondering, is size M, you know already from our normal training dummies. Size M we also have in this new dummy, because we thought, why not take our most popular size M, and our most popular color orange, and combine it into a new training dummy with this additional cord to it. Also highly requested in the past years. Yes, one more thing you can see here. It's a poop bag dispenser display. Some of you might know it already. These are poop bag dispensers that actually are made in our own production in Germany. So probably the highest quality poop bag dispenser you can get anywhere. Yes, made from, of course, real leather. Just receiving one more question. Is the dummy material waterproof? The material is not waterproof, but it's still floatable. Water can go inside, but it's still floatable. Question is from Nina from Florida. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, let's move on to our new car blankets. I would like to show you in the brochure. You can find it on page 58. I show it in the brochure. We have the samples here, of course, but I just don't want to unfold it because they're quite large. And I think on camera you can see it better if I show it here. You can see we have two options. The shape, by the way, is well known from our previous blankets. We have one for the back seat, which is this one, and the lower one for the trunk. And the special feature about it, we have made these blankets out of a material which is washable at 95 degrees. So it is just perfectly suitable, for example, if you want to bring your dog home after a long training day or after a walk in a rainy weather, you can just put the blanket into the washing machine and kill all bacteria afterwards. Okay. Let's move on to the wall over here. And let's talk a little bit about toys. Yes, here you can see all different toys we are going to launch here. Actually, on this side, these are our autumn news 2019, as the sign says. So you might be familiar with these ones as well. Still, they are really nice toys, and I can recommend. What is even a better toy, let me say, is this one. It is our range Tirana. The specialty about Tirana is that it is made from upcycled material. So this little bear here, for example, maybe was in his previous life a sweater or a blanket or anything like this. Tirana is made from a wool polyester mix. And yes, instead of throwing this mix into the garbage, we are making this kind of really nice toys out of it. Also have these ball-shaped ones here. Then, just as we did for the collar range London, we have also decided to launch some new basic items. We have really nice price entry items, for example, these knot items, which are a combination of cotton and polyester. You can see here. The name is, let me just check, I think. Yes, Jena, right? The name is Jena. Also here, the range Berry. Pretty basic price entry items, but still very nice and cute. And here, these three friends are our range Mooly, also price entry plush range. Then I would like to show you one special cat toy, which is this dangler here. The special feature about this dangler, it's quite difficult to show it on the card, but I think it's still possible. Special feature is that we have a magnet here. Also, you can see we have not only one toy, but a spare toy as well. So you can switch the toys you use on the magnet. Here's a magnet inside as well. And yes, can make playing with your cat even more fun with it. Okay, that's it for the toys. Let's move on with some bowls over here. As you can see, we have several new designs in the melamine bowls. I think, yeah, the USPs you are quite familiar with, just some new designs. Also here, cat sketch design. So really nice new special bowl for cats. Yes, what we can see here is a color addition to our ceramic Lund range. Very popular range, selling really, really good. You people like it a lot. So we decided why not to add a new color to it. We have also a new dog pullover I would like to show you. This is model Finja. You can see on the first glance, it looks quite similar to our dog pullover Malmö, you might all know. But if you look a little bit closer, you may notice that there are reflective yarn parts inside, which makes this item really, really strongly reflective. So perfectly suitable for dark nights out. We have the item in this brown color and the dark blue color in the sizes 35 to 65. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about some nice new sleeping places we have for you. Here on the ground, oh, I just see we have another question here. So I'm trying to slow down a little bit. Thank you. It's a question from Martin from Prague. Are the Lund bowls dishwasher safe? Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a very good question. And yes, the Lund bowls are dishwasher safe. You can wash them in the dishwasher. Thank you very much. Okay, if there are no further questions at this point, let's move on with the sleeping places. We start on the ground here. The reason is pretty obvious because we have the huge Lancaster bed here, just at my feet. Exactly. You can see probably the size of it. It's 175 by 145 centimeters. And you can see the gray Lancaster fabric. So this item just perfectly adds on to the Lancaster range. The filling is completely removable and the cover is washable at the machine at 30 degrees. Yes, of course, perfectly suitable for large breeds. Okay, for further sleeping places, let me just move here to the table, which makes it a little bit more easy to show you. We're going to start with this one. This is actually a cat and dog bed, of course, only small breeds dogs. It is called Miranda. It's 50 by 50 centimeters. We have a polyester fabric and a soft plush inside. And the whole bed is machine washable. Okay. Here we have another polyester cat and dog bed. As you can see here, it's a very nice, cozy and soft material in this typical donut shape. And the clue here, you might know from jackets from the past. I think in the 90s we have had many of this kind of jackets. It's reversible, so you can use it both ways. Either you prefer the dark gray or the light gray, just reverse it. Sorry. Thank you. Yes, here's another cat cave, which is made from fleece. Let me just check for the name. I cannot remember all names, I'm sorry. It's called Samara. Of course, you can find it in the brochure as well. And yeah, just a nice, cute fleece cat cave. Thank you. Here we have another cat cave. Cat Cave Luana. You can see the polyester material with a cat face printing and the soft plushy filling inside. Okay, now we have some blankets for you. First one is the Casper Blanket. You can see the fleece material with an hunter embroidery, a quite cheap price entry blanket, which is why we have decided to also offer this blanket in a nice small display at 24 pieces. Display Casper. Here we have two other blankets, and as the cat donut we have seen before, also these blankets are reversible because we have one different color on each side. The material is a little bit like the Copenhagen blanket, if you remember it. So a very nice and very comfortable feeling. Yes, we have these two, or let me say 4 colorways you can see here. This is also a very special blanket we have here. It is a blanket Monaco. And you can see it is kind of quilted, but you know, the quilting usually is made by sewing these parts here. But if you look very closely, you will see this is actually not sewn, but kind of welded together. The procedure is called ultrasonic welding and has a big advantage that we don't need any stitching and don't perforate the material by it. This blanket is washable at 60 degrees. Oh, we have another question. Thank you. Question is from Jana. Are those cat beds and caves washable? Yes, it's a very good question. All the cat caves and beds I've shown you until now are washable. There is one bed later that is not washable, but I try to remember and to call it out for you. Thank you for the question, Jana. Yes, we have here another very nice new item. You may notice the color already and the fabric. It is because this is an addition to our Livingston range. We have several different shapes already. This is a brand new one, a very special one I have not seen in the market before, because if you take a look here, I don't know if you can see it good. We have this triangle shape, let me say, which makes it just perfectly suitable into a 90 degrees angle. And I think 99.9 houses I know have at least one 90-degree angle inside. So yeah, you can just place the bed perfectly inside. And the dog can make it very comfortable and cozy in the corner. We have this shape, this brand new shape in 3 different sizes, and of course in all well-known Livingston colors. Okay, before I forget it, the material is washable at 60 degrees in the washing machine, and we have the typical anti-slip bottom underneath, as you know from the Livingston range already. One more question, thank you. There is also a black blanket in the product list, but not in the catalog. Is that available? Hernum. Oh, you're talking about the Hernum range. There is no name on the card, but you're talking about the Hernum range. Yes, there is a black blanket which was initially planned, but got cancelled later on. Sorry for that. We only have 2 colors planned for it. Thank you very much. Okay. Here we have the dog sofa Palma, which is just, let me say, a nice new design. You can see the Meridah look here due to the stripes. We have a reversible cushion inside. All covers are removable and washable. And of course, as in most of our sofas, we have the anti-slip bottom underneath. Thank you. Here we have dog sofa Raveena. It is actually a quite cheap option, very nice price entry item. We have a nylon material outside, nylon similar to the high quality Ghent range, but of course in this case the nylon material is not as thick, just a thinner nylon. Still looks very valuable, feels also very valuable. It's just a nice cheaper option. We have a reversible cushion. On one side we have the plush, and on the other side we repeat the fabric from the outside, so the nylon. And also on this cheaper option we have the anti-slip bottom. Okay, now we have a very special new item. There is a large trend about orthopedic blankets, orthopedic mats, let me say. And of course, we don't want to miss out on this trend. And now also launched this orthopedic mat called Tirana. Tirana is available in 3 different sizes and 2 different colors, which is black and the gray you can see here. As you may know from several other orthopedic mats, we have the memory foam inside, which means the mat always returns into its usual, or let me say, earlier shape. Yes. Cover is removable and machine washable, and we have the anti-slip bottom underneath. As I said to the question of Jana earlier, we have one option of dog sofas that is not machine washable, which is this one. You can still remove the cover completely, but need to hand wash it. The reason is we have a really, really nice leather imitation here. It feels just like elk leather, and I'm a little bit scared people can copy elk leather this good. But anyway, it's a really nice new dog sofa, available in 2 different colors. This taupe one and black. Last but not least, I would like to show you my personal highlight here. My personal highlight is dog cushion Meridah. Meridah is also an orthopedic cushion. You can see it will also return in the into the initial shape. The big difference is in this bed we don't have a foam mat as we had in the Tirana bed or Tirana mat. We have instead foam flakes inside, which makes it even more comfortable. It's not the hard mat. It's not feeling hard and uncomfortable. No, it just perfectly suits the body shape of your dog and is really, really comfortable. Okay, if there are no further questions, I would like to thank you for your attention and would like to hand over the microphone to Jörg, who will give some last words to you. Thank you very much.
Yes, hello. It's us again, the Hunter International team. We are very pleased again that you joined that live stream event. We hope you liked, first of all, the new style of this kind of events. And second, we hope that you liked the products that would make us really happy. If you will order them, it makes us even more happy, of course. So feel free. Most of the items are now available. You have the dates of the availabilities, in the catalog. The catalog is also available in printing version. So if you don't have it, let us know and check with your area manager or key account manager, and we will send it out immediately. The link for that video will be still available. So you can pass this link to your customers, to your friends, whatever. Please spread it around. That would be fantastic.